The Indiana Fever rolled into New York to test the title favorites on their own floor. A roster built to win it all came out shoving from the opening tip. And, well, hitting Caitlin Clark and stopping Caitlin Clark are two very different problems.
Clark, step back, good!
She answered with 21 points and 7 assists, right through all the contact. Kelsey Mitchell stretched her brand new record, and the whole night came down to the final minute. The favorites needed every star they had. Then everything came down to the only shot in basketball nobody guards. But first, she made the favorites feel every single bit of this fight. And it started in the opening minutes. The favorites drew first blood, and Caitlin walked an answer right back at their stopper.
Indiana looking for their first lead. Clark behind the back. This is a long two.
And she was not fighting alone, because Kelsey Mitchell arrived in New York carrying a streak.
That doesn't help your team.
14-11 New York. Mitchell.
One bucket was never going to satisfy the hottest scorer in this league.
In WNBA history as New York turns it over. Mitchell hits the turbo button. Mitchell! It rolls in!
New York noticed, so their plan for Caitlin turned physical away from the ball.
Earlier in the season and said, has it shifted how you see this group's timeline? And she says, I haven't even started.
The grabbing changed nothing, and the second quarter found Rebecca Allen on an island.
Where I'm gauging exactly where my team is, guys.
Thank you, Kaylin. Shot goes down.
Indiana still trailed by 9, so Lainey Febick decided to make this even uglier.
And a foul is called. It's going to...
The whistles were selective though, because the hardest contact somehow kept staying legal.
It's her ability to see what's going to happen next and to see the secondary defenders. She's just really, really talented that way.
She took a body in midair, got nothing, and Indiana stayed down 9. So Caitlin quit lobbying the officials and went straight through the defense instead.
Here's Clark with the blow-by and the finger roll.
Febick hated every second of that, and her frustration came out in shoves. At least that one got called, but the tone of this night was set. Down 7 in a fistfight, Caitlin reached for the shot that flips a mood.
Clark stops on a dime, 3-ball, corner pocket.
That bomb woke Indiana up, and now every defender had 2 problems at once.
Clark now quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell sizing up Honshu. Mitchell!
New York shoved back in front, so Caitlin went hunting contact against their superstar.
Top of it, right? Sab and SDA at the back, and so it's hard for sometimes those guards to see.
A trip to the line against Brianna Stewart should have been free money.
And it's really made them special this season.
She left one on the rim, a small leak that would become the whole story. Down 6 late in the half, she went back to the gift nobody can scheme against.
On the move, passing to a cutting Cunningham.
Indiana hit the break hanging around, alive on talent and bleeding at the stripe. The third turned into New York's avalanche, and Febick drew the Caitlin assignment again.
Clark, step back, good!
That would end up Indiana's play of the game, but New York kept scoring anyway. So Caitlin started chasing 50-50 balls like the whole season was on the floor.
Yes! Clark, hard drive, found the angle.
Ionescu and Febick were pouring it in, and Indiana needed Aaliyah Boston fed immediately.
Really a lot, but when you watched her performance tonight on both ends, incredible.
Pass inside, Boston got it to go.
Boston kept them within reach, and Caitlin squeezed one more answer from the quarter.
This matches their largest lead of the game. Clark going right at Honshu.
3 quarters gone, and the title favorites led 85-78. Ionescu and Febick had combined for 19 of New York's 31 in that period. 10 minutes separated Indiana from history or heartbreak, and Caitlin attacked them immediately.
For the Fever. And a wrap around the waist.
Free throws chip a lead, but real comebacks need buckets over 6'6" problems.
It's 3 for 4 from downtown. Mid-range jumper is pure from Caitlin Clark.
The gap was shrinking now, and her vision started bending the entire floor.
Back tap by Allen. Hines Allen scoops it up. Pass ahead, Cunningham. Beautiful feed and finish.
And that record from the open, Kelsey Mitchell was quietly making it immortal.
And chased down by Billings. seconds, 2 seconds, put up and in.
22 straight games with at least 20 points, a record nobody else owns. With Mitchell burning and Boston bullying, Caitlin kept stacking the quiet daggers between them.
Jones left it short. Mitchell extending her own WNBA record. Clark just inside, the elbow is good.
Suddenly, it was a 1-point game, and the go-ahead look found her hands.
Angle, Cunningham chases it down. Indiana looking for the lead. Pass over to Clark, long range. No good.
It rimmed out, but Indiana had already proven this thing was going the distance. New York nudged ahead again, and the biggest possession of the night found Mitchell waiting.
SDA stolen by Cunningham. Cunningham down the lane, outside Mitchell. Yes!
Tied at 100 with 1 minute 44 left in the favorites' own building. Everything Indiana came for was sitting right there. Then Stewart split a pair. Indiana came up empty, and Phoebish scored through a foul. Down 3 with under a minute, Caitlin took the whole night into her hands.
Down by 3. Clark tries to turn the corner on Phoebish. Wild shot won't go. Phoebish comes out of there with
2 defenders hit her in the air, and the whistle never came. That silence snapped something, and the most competitive player alive stopped hiding it.
33 seconds to go. Indiana can play defense straight up. They surround Astier and foul.
One more look at that drive explains every ounce of her fire. Stewart and Jones both got a piece of her, and the officials swallowed it. Down 5 with the clock bleeding out, she forced one final trip to the stripe.
Boston, hand off to Clark, and there's a foul. It's on Astier.
The line that leaked all night was now holding Indiana's last breath. Both misses, and the cruelest thread of this night pulled all the way tight. Boston went 2 of 4 there, Mitchell 4 of 6, and Caitlin 1 of 4. Billings lost a pair in the 4th too, and the margin lived at that stripe. The scoreboard was only ever going to say one thing after that. 109 to 102, a game tied with 104 seconds left. Caitlin closed with 21 points and 7 assists in a 211-point shootout. The title favorites needed all 3 of their stars, plus every Indiana miss at the line. And her frustration in that final minute said it best. She came to win, nothing less. And what happened against Chicago is a story of its own. So hit subscribe because that video is coming next.